So I've personally met both of these guys. I've talked to Darth way more than Clay, but pretty good guys. So should be. I've got nobody I'm particularly rooting for. But we got a gold player against an unranked player. Looks like everybody's playing about gold, plat, gold, silver.
Yeah, it seems that way. All right. Would you like to start us off the final game of the evening?
No. Well, yes. In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have our blue Zerg player from SP3C. Also, I guess Spec 2. Interesting. We have Clahey.
I mean, I wasn't forcing you. You didn't have to.
No. I just wanted to make a meme reference because I could.
Okay. Well, starting off in the top left corner. We have no idea if that command center will wind up in another corner of the map during this game or not. It is the orange Terran player, DarthKvzn from Clan Philly.
So now I'm going to say something completely out of nowhere for anybody on the VOD. Don't worry, Loopy Loo, I have in fact had actual oranges. Apparently some people in the chat have not had oranges before.
Oh my. Well.
Oh my.
Oh my. Yes. I, in fact, have. And I seem to have lost the taste for actual oranges.
Really?
I'm okay with orange juice, orange flavored things, but actual oranges, I think it has to do with the membraney stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the texture, and I think that it locks the flavor away too much.
I think that's fair. I mean, there's a lot of things where I'm kind of similar on that. Like, if onions aren't cooked to a particular point, then they taste kind of gross to me.
Right.
Don't know why. Just the way it is. But also true, too, that, like, the oranges that we actually have access to are nowhere near as strong as fresh oranges that you get off a tree. Like, the difference is pretty intense. I've had them once. Kind of hard to forget about. You come back and you have a normal orange from the store and you're like, not the same. Not the same.
I was gonna say, you sounded absolutely terrified, like it was the worst
worst
day of your life.
In fact, also they're yellow. They're generally yellow or yellow-green. They're not actually orange. Blowing your minds if you've never seen them. But yeah.
That day, the great orange tasting of 2014.
I don't know when that was. I can't really remember quite clearly anymore. I just know what happened.
I will never forget. So, Mr. Clahey, spinning to his natural. Totally looking normal from this point on. He's grabbing all of his gases. He's got a spawning pool on the way.
Yeah, Clay doesn't seem to be doing anything particularly unusual just yet. We're going to have to wait and see what he's up to. He's grabbing a lot of gases very fast, though. So whatever it is, I'm pretty sure we can assume it's some kind of tech play. Meanwhile, Darth has locked his Marines that could be stopping that Overlord a little better out of his base. He just needs to fix the pathing. There we go. We'll take care of that. He's going to get up here and he's going to scout that. In fact, double gas is the thing that's going on. Well, I think he's only going to see one of them. Nope, he didn't get close enough to see the other gas.
Yep, single gas only, unfortunately, is scouted. Got a factory going down for Darth.
So he's trying to tech up as fast as he possibly can. I think we're looking at another Stargate, Starport style game.
Yes.
But judging by how much gas he's getting, like, you don't really get that much if you're just going for something weird like fast siege tanks or mass any of the units that come out of the factory because they don't use that much gas. But other than Thor's, he could be going for Thor's. It's possible.
He could be going for mass factory.
Oh. Just mass factory, just get a bunch of factories and float them above your opponent's base so you can't click on anything.
If you hit L on all of them, I mean, they all land at once, and they earthquake, and everything dies.
Monosaurus has showed up. He's listing normal things that people eat.
Chicken curry, steak,
For some reason,
cheese.
Loopy wants to mix it all with chocolate orange, and I'm real confused. But anyway, that was you, our vlog viewers' picture into the chat for a mere moment. It is a place of madness.
Wasabi! Okay. I'm good.
But not like the typical chat madness. This is maybe just actual madness. No, I'm not sure yet.
Sushi rice pickles? No, nope, nerp,
Nope,
nope, yes.
Nope, yes. Sad pickles. Okay. You've never had rice?
Who's never had rice?
Really, deploy?
Deploy! What?
It's like bread, dude. You should try it some point.
It's like, it's everywhere. I mean...
Oh man. Okay,
Mexican food.
we're being distracted. Let's focus on this absurdly long game, which we're now going to double speed on, because this is an hour long. We're going to be here for a while, but I'm going to slow this down whenever action starts to occur, which it will. But we can finally see what the point of all this was.
I see Ravens constructing. I like
Ravens.
what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. We got ravens. We've got building armor on the way. Not the first thing you expected to see in that tray, I imagine, but this is relevant for one thing that comes out of the raven.
Auto turrets.
That's right. He's not just going to get ravens, man. He really wants to have really good auto turrets. Can clahey? Doesn't know. He sees a starport building something with a tech lab. There's also researching something on it, so he's got to be a little suspicious that, you know, this late in the game it could be. I guess it could be a battle cruiser, but he has no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing what it is just yet.
Overlord speed. That Overlord just took off and is going to come close to dying.
Yep. Still nothing crazy happening just yet. The strategies that these two players are going for do take a while to build up, and if you haven't guessed it yet, he's got to drop. He's got to drop tech. He's gathering up his gas. He still hasn't done anything other than grab this lair. So he's still kind of holding his cards to his chest. He must make sure he has an excellent economy for what he's going for.
He's... What? What? What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Is this happening?
Yep, he's bringing up drones. He's gonna drop them somewhere. I don't know where he's going. I don't think he's going into the base with them. That would be pretty dangerous.
What?
I think he wants to. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. And... Not going there. Not happening. Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, he can't build the base in his base, so he's got to build the base somewhere else. Let's be honest, that's the only reason these things are here. We know that. There's only one thing you do with drones this close to somebody else's base.
Spines.
It's time for a 13-minute push at the front of his base.
And
now, this is not an intention. I don't think he's trying to kill him with spine crawlers. He's going to build them here, but this is preparation. This is what you begin. Notice he's building air defenses as well. This is the beginning of something beautiful for the Zerg.
Something beautiful.
Something cats-like. Also, he's expanding to his advanced there. Just why not? Why not? You're right there. May as well do it. He can't leave. You know that.
Yes.
Probably. Unless he built siege tanks. If you build siege tanks, you might be in trouble.
So...
And,
This wall of things. What?
Yes.
It
has some pretty enormous weaknesses. I tell you, one of the strongest things in the game is free units. Let's be honest here. Free units are pretty good.
Oh, no.
Zerg really love free units.
Oh, no.
Terran likes free units too. They just don't get to build them as often.
Oh, God,
Darth,
no.
he's got ravens now, so he can build a lot of free units.
Oh, God, no. No.
Back home, we have a swarm host upgrade coming out. I'm gonna get those real long-range locusts. We've got a swarm host hanging out in the base, another one over here, one over here. Just kind of chilling, biding their time, getting the static defenses up. Clahey's finally getting his strategy into gear.
No wonder this game is so long.
Yep.
So
By the way, we're still in faster times too. Does it feel like everything suddenly got slower? It should. Anyway, here comes the locusts. They're going to start poking at the front of the building, and this is a moment for every player where you're like, shoot, free units. Time to use my free units. Well, no, it's usually not the response you get to use. He's going to throw down his free defenses against the spore crawlers, and then he's going to start. Well, they're not free. They use energy. It's not quite the same thing. Locusts actually a little bit better. Don't require energy to spew them out. So here comes the other problem that you have with the free Terran units is you can't build them on creep, right? Well, actually, can you?
It looked like he was dropping them on creep, yes.
Aw, thanks, Monosaurus. Cast your game earlier, by the way. The one that you played with Fox Kitty. So check it out later. But yeah, Thank you, sir. Aren't you too? But anyway, here goes free units attack. Free units attack. Building free units everywhere with static defenses building in response to one thing, though. Free units trade real well against free units, and especially things that aren't free. As you can see, if he kills... Eventually, Darth can take this position. It'll take a while, but he's gonna do it at some point today.
Wow.
We're gonna slow down a little bit here so we can watch the exchange of free things against free things. Extremely at its actual pace. By the way, this feels like an eternity if you're actually playing.
This is excruciating.
We've got some infestors showing up to the battle. It's gonna do something at some point. They made more free units. There's some free. We've got another kind of free unit. These used to be real popular with the Zerg.
Not so
Free
much
dudes.
anymore.
Free dudes that shoot up, but then they stopped getting upgrades, so they're not as popular anymore. This Raven is very brave. Almost died. So Ravens have got some weaknesses. Swarm hosts have got some weaknesses. We're going to see them eventually on display here. We'll talk about it as they come up. But first of all, we got the Spore Crawler going down, and more free units. Free units going to pop out here, get some damage on the not free things, and the more free units going to pop out and kill the free things. And this is essentially what's going to happen for a while. So we're going to speed up again. I'm going to speed up. There we go. We're not going to 4 times speed because I don't want to kill the stream. There's a lot of stuff on the map. Darth's like, well, this is awkward. He's not wrong about that. This is a very unfortunate position to be in as a player. Neither person can really attack the other. Unfortunately, you could say that maybe Clahey has a little bit of an advantage if he just starts walking forward and killing things, which he does. Buildings start going down left and right. It's not good. It's not good at all for our Terran player. Starting to get chip damage all over the place here.
Well, lots of chip damage. Chipping all at once is very painful.
He's going to take this orbital command and get it out there. He doesn't want to hang out in the base anymore. It's real dangerous back home. You're going to hurt. Somebody get hurt. Stay home. Stay home, you're going to get hurt. They're like kitchen knives and shit. I can cut you. He's going to take off and go somewhere else. Like this restaurant across the way. He's going to eat out of the house because he doesn't trust anybody at home anymore.
Out of the house, yep.
By the way, there's actually a problem with swarm hosts. We all know what it is. K9 said it a bajillion times on the show. They don't really deal with counterattacks very great. You gotta make sure that someone can't just show up at your house and blow it up when you're blowing up their house real slowly. Like burning up the grass blades one by one before you actually get to the house, and then he shows up at your house and it's just gone.
This is the part where we play dun da 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 dun dun dun. Yes.
To clarify, Monosaurus, this was the Fun Day Monday tournament 2 weeks ago, round 1. So it's possible that's another Monosaurus, and so I apologize for that. But anyway, yeah. So unfortunately, yeah, swarm hosts don't deal with this situation at all. There's literally nothing at home to deal with this. He's got static defenses, but they don't care. They've got point defense drones. I mean, he can build Fallen Marines with tons of health, also known as turrets. The turrets just shoot at everything and they kill everything, and there's really nothing going on at home anymore. And this is about the point where if I hadn't told you that this game was an hour long, you might be like, okay, I think Zerg's kind of dead. Maybe a little bit. I don't feel like might be like, I don't really see a way out of this. He's just losing all of his tech. He's lost most of his workers. Cyber's gonna die. All these swarm hosts just came out and died for free, which is brutal. Brutal. You know, Ravens have got some weaknesses too.
Like, energy, perhaps.
Yeah. One of the problems with any unit that uses energy to attack is that eventually it runs out of that stuff. Run out of that stuff, it means you can't do things for a while. And if you can't do things for a while against a Zerg with 17,000 essentially minerals, you're gonna have some problems to kill it. It's gonna be a little hard.
A little bit. Just a tad. Just a tad.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Also, as we are discovering, this is a good way to drain all of your energy because he does not need to use that many.
Right.
It's covering the basins. Look at that. Look how long they stay there. The ones at the front that he placed immediately in front of the natural are just finally starting to die.
That's amazing.
These things, they last so long.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the same thing kind of goes for these Ravens. They're not home. The swarm host can just kind of walk up and kill everything. He's not allowed to build anything else, so there's no Marines defending.
He's got
nothing.
He's got like a, I don't know, it's almost a floor tile of swarm hosts just kind of sitting in his natural.
Yeah.
Well, that was his main.
Despite all the damage he's done, Darth is going to have an incredibly hard time breaking, like, actually killing. Darth would have had an incredibly hard time surviving this if he hadn't actually gone for this expansion, which I'll blame. As long as this is there, he can actually keep this attack up. This is a base race he always wins, essentially.
Oh, funny of all the turrets going down again. Let's take out some of these pesky spore crawlers. Of course, yeah, like you mentioned before,
It's about to corner him, but the problem is his opponent is like rich to all get out, so he's just gonna build more entries.
Yep.
Hatchery construction has only begun, my friends.
only begun.
Now, you know how you feel though as a Terran, right? You feel pretty good right now.
Yes, you do. Until you realize your opponent is expanding to every single base on the map. Basically, what this Overlord is doing is dropping hatcheries.
Yep. Now, likewise, Darth is pretty rich too. Both players have got a lot of bank. Same Constellation, I'm in super bad shape right now. He's got nothing, his opponent's got nothing, but they can build everything. That's the kind of bank they have. Well, minus gas. Gas kind of not there. In fact, I think he's trying to repair these Ravens, so he's slowly draining his gas out. Clahey doesn't have much to spend either, but he's got 4 bases constructing.
And dropping auto turrets on these random overlords in the center of the map, probably not a good use of that energy.
Nah, not the greatest, nope.
More hatcheries. Hatcheries everywhere. Gonna start mining as if nothing ever happened.
This is kind of the moment when I wish we had a structures lost tab.
Yes, we don't have that, do we?
No, I don't think that exists anywhere in the UI, game hard or not. But the units lost tab is fairly instructive. 85 drones died this game, 43 SCVs so far, 17 swarm hosts, 14 ravens. You look at that and you're like, what? What? There's no Marines or Zerglings on there. That's real strange looking.
Oh man. Swarm hosts have found.
So here's a problem with burrowed units and ravens. They don't get to hide. So free units against locusts when the locusts can't shoot the things spawning the free units is pretty bad for the Zerg, so he's got to run away.
They did find this last base though. Darth is effectively cornered. Gonna take down the rocks. All the more flood can get in. Don't want to lose any ravens at this point.
Nah, he's gonna lose nothing because his point defense drones.
Yeah, he needs to keep every last one of these alive that he can. He has no way to construct anymore.
Clahey was kind of able to reestablish his economy, but it didn't really happen. He's going to pick up all the drones and go to another base. Looks like he's going to lose this one, though.
The silly game.
Ooh. Looks like he's got an idea. Nope, he's just going to leave with Swarm Host as well. Leave one there. Don't know why this guy's here. I guess he didn't fit into the bus, so they left him home. He's going to have a movie, Swarm Host Alone 3. We don't know what happened to the other 2.
Swarm Host Alone 3.
They weren't as good movies, essentially.
Well, now all of these swarm hosts are sitting on the high ground. Outside. Well, not even outside of Darth's base now. This is effectively inside.
So, I think for a moment, let's take a look at Darth's vision. Darth, as far as he knows, there's one base here. He sees literally nothing else. He's just trapped up here. He's got this guy building supply depots. He doesn't know anything. Clahey, on the other hand, he sees a lot of stuff, and actually his map vision looks really crazy because he still sees all those turrets in the bottom left.
That are not there anymore.
They're not there, obviously, but like it kind of gives the impression that he's been surrounded a little bit if you look at his map, which is not quite the case. He's got this ninja force of swarm hosts and a base constructing right here, which this is really ballsy. Because he's gonna be like, where's that coming from?
You gotta watch out for them swarm host ninjas, man.
Swarm host ninjas just appearing in your base and dropping onto the things that can see them. By the way, seeker missiles are also a thing that they can use. It's like, oh no! Everything's essentially dead. Except for... Oh, he's not done yet. He's not done yet. Time to build more free units.
Oh.
Saves it just barely, puts it in like the most damaged Overlord, and runs it away.
3 units. Poking away at these Overlords. Oh. Gonna kill the one with the swarm rods in it.
Goodness, it's a man bond.
It's a man bond. Hello.
Hello.
What up?
We're at minute 46 of the hour-long game that we're casting last, so... Nice of you to join us now.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, thank you. How you enjoying that game?
This game is very entertaining, as expected, but we gotta speak.
You can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong.
No, this is probably, honestly, one of the best games of the batch. The only downside being it's an unbelievable length. But it's this game was pretty excellent so far.
Yes.
That's great to hear.
So how are you this evening, Mr. Manbon?
Oh, me and my. Okay, so, right. So, I'm a little bit late.
If a little bit.
Yes. That may be to do with bad timekeeping, maybe.
It's okay.
I was told,
It happens.
because I was told, you know, it had to start somewhere. 1 hour and 45 minutes or something like that. And I just went.
Well,
So,
This was like 3 hours ago, but it's actually totally my fault. But, you know.
yep. We're not gonna rub it in. So we got 20 minutes left on this game. Obviously, we can't really add you in at this point. I just want to stop the whole thing and make creating VODs a pain in the butt. So,
Of course. And you guys
So-
need to get to bed, so.
okay. But anyway, so where we are at the game right now, Darth has moved from the left corner of the map to the right corner of the map. Clahey had his entire base obliterated, and now he's got 7 hatcheries across the map. And there's an army of free units running around killing other things that are not free, which is generally bad for the guy who has to pay for that.
generally, yeah.
It's basically where we are right now. All those drones are going to successfully not kill that one turret. Like 17 of them just died.
Oh.
This is happening a lot this game.
Darth's got this, man. Ravens are pretty good.
They really
Ravens
are.
amazing. Mass Raven, literally one of the strongest things against everything except for High Templar.
It's
But the only
even-
way they're protected against the High Templar is if they can't do anything, in which case they're not a threat anyway. So, yeah. High Templar. Pretty good units.
very good.
Well, they're pretty good with micro. Yeah.
Yes, with micro.
With my
If you don't
Yeah,
have micro,
absolutely.
all the High Templar does is watch everything die.
Mm-hmm. That's if they don't get into range, of course. Or if the guy with the ravens doesn't actually pay attention, it's just like, move commands.
Yep.
Oh,
man, that's
my
the
Raven
worst feeling
detected.
ever. So here's the thing, right? At this point, let's be honest. If you're watching this game, you'd be thinking, Clay's probably going to be fine. He's got so many hatcheries. He can just build up a quick economy, get like an army of mass Hydra or something ridiculous like that, and just kind of walk out there. But the problem is, for some reason, he's having a bit of a hard time getting his economy off the ground. He's finally built 20 drones. He's got 2 more hatcheries, and I think that's a lair building. By
To
the
be
way,
fair,
what was Clay's Fun Day Monday topic?
Real talk. You can't escape the mass raven, dude. That's the massive death army of billion seeker missiles up your alley.
Yeah, you really just need them to leave you alone, which they've actually been doing for a while now. Unfortunately, they're going to lose the spawning pool again, though, so that's always a little frustrating.
You can't escape it, man.
Darth says it's ironic. I'm probably going to leave it on just normal speed, faster rather, for the rest of this game. Because we've got 16 minutes left, so it's no longer any need to rush through it.
Oh, come on, don't support.
I have a small army of detectors, and I cannot find you, says Darth. Now, by the way, if you look at the map, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hatcheries. So his response to this is pretty reasonable, I think. I think he just laughed at that. And now we're going to switch over to just Darth's vision and watch this for a bit. Okay, he's stuck in the top right-hand corner of the map. He doesn't see anything. He's been dropping supply on his supply depots. That's the most of that I've ever seen, actually. He's got 6 of the things. And
I
yeah,
saw what Darth said. That made me crack up. Like
he's refueling up his Hydras. He's got the SCV car team down there. He's getting them all juiced up, and he still according to his map, there's still 4 spine crawlers actually in the left side of the map, and that's the only thing he knows. There's literally nothing. He sees nothing. He doesn't know anything about this at all.
Nothing at all.
So
let me go. Like if you press 1-2 real fast, it actually looks like the minimap will actually look like a bunch of strobe lights.
Kinda, yeah. Look at that.
Rave party! Look at that. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
Okay. Put that distraction over.
Rave party?
Yeah.
Rave party!
Oh no.
I'm glad we have another person who contribute really bad puns this evening.
Oh no.
Dude, kill me now.
Nah, not you. Darth is like, can I just assume you're randomly dying? To which she says, no, not dying.
Not dying. Not in the slightest. He's got so many bases with so many drones. He's got a total of 78 drones at the moment.
78 drones. He's built the Hydra Den. See the production tab down there. Cheating. No, I don't have Clay's vision up. He's finally getting to building Hydras. By the way, for some reason, these SCVs have been clicked onto the Ravens. They're going to repair them. And now he's going to start looking around the map. He's like, man, he's got to be around here somewhere. He's checked the base next to... checked one of his potential thirds. He's checking the potential fourth now. And he's going to wander over back to the ruins of his old base. Creep! Creep! We found one! We found one!
Found one!
Begin the missile turret. Not missile turrets. Begin the large, beefy marine attack.
With armor!
That one base. He doesn't bother throwing extras this time. He's going to keep checking. He found one. That's not all of it, though.
Send in the 3 units.
Oh, there's another base.
He's found
a second base. He's throwing down more turrets. He's going to take care of that one, so keep going. Gotta keep this up.
Gotta go.
Gotta go, man. These guys had a lot of time. He might have more bases.
Maybe.
Two. Like, nope, he's gonna start scanning. He finds another one. He's like, wait a minute. No, he finds the main in the bottom right. He scans again. He sees yet another base. And he's just gonna keep going. He's like, all right, fine. You're gonna build bases. I'm gonna build 3 things to kill you. With all of my SCVs, with my Ravens, instead of mining back home. This is not a situation as a Terran you usually survive.
Not necessarily, no.
Not always. Ravens are good, but he's got no backup plan. This is always a little worrisome. Now he's like, you know what? I should just go to your main base and kill you. So he's not checking the bottom left, which, by the way, still has 3 bases.
Dude, you don't need the backup plan if you're a Raven.
He's got enough Ravens. He doesn't need no backup.
Yes, weird.
Backup plan? What's that?
He's found one of the operational bases and he's killing it. Hydras are showing up, but Hydras are not very good against free things, like other things that are not free.
Yeah, this is a point where Zug needs like air banelings or something. You know, just to
air baneling?
Hope. Yeah, dude.
No.
Actually,
Go
really,
push the things and hope.
What you need is like 3 infestors and have him be packed into a single spot. That is the only way you survive that, and that's only like you have to be really lucky for that to occur.
Yeah, I mean, considering the amount of gas like Clay he has, I mean, the number of infestors can make with that is like
you can make an infestor.
Next to none, really.
Of course, he did make a bunch of Hydras just now, but still, putting that aside, we've got Ravens running up to the top here. He's found what would be normally the natural little layer on it. He's starting to siege that one up with his free units. The drones are committing seppuku by diving into the...
I guess that's ridiculous.
I'm sorry about that. That's your joke, man. I don't make that joke.
Of course.
2 Hydras coming to defend. Point defense drones work on Hydras.
Quite
so
well.
They don't get to do
Quite
anything.
well, yes. They don't do much of anything.
So the base goes down, and we can go back to the full vision. By the way, technically from Clay's position, he still has 5 bases. Unfortunately, this is where all of his drones are. So those other bases are going to be large paperweights in a second.
Large, slimy, gross paperweights.
Yes.
What do you do as a Zerg to come back? I guess you just beg. for the other player to give you the free win because he had hard day at work or something.
Well, that is potentially effective strategy, as was demonstrated by JP in day 9 and daily a long time ago, where they like showed up in a team game and were like, "Can we chat this win?" And the other guys were like, "Yeah, sure." They left.
I remember that.
I do remember that. That was a good one.
He just said, "We don't know what we're doing." He's like, "Okay," just like that.
So as you can see here, once again, the powerful tech being constructed here is going to fall. But there's another hive being constructed on the other corner of the map, so he's not out of commission yet. He's starting to build everybody's favorite. I don't know what to do with Zerg, so I'm gonna build this unit Roaches. For Protoss, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna build this unit Stalkers.
Yes. They are
For
the
Terran,
Zerg
I don't know what to do, so I'm going to build Marines. Lots of them. Except that in their case, it's more like build anything really. Be fine. But generally, yes.
Oh my god, your bias is showing.
That's why next race I'm gonna learn is Terran.
Tearing up the ladder, man.
By the way, you'll notice that these turrets actually survive long enough to kill the larva.
Oh yes, they do. They do quite a bit
They're
of damage,
there for
actually.
a long time. Those things have a lot of armor. So it's time for the Roach Desperation Roach counterattack. Hope the Ravens are not home to defend. Could work. He's actually got no other structures. He does have all these SCVs down here, so technically Dark should be totally fine. He's got more than enough resources to build another command center. He's scanning, he's looking for the other bases. He's like, man, I killed Jermaine again. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there's another base here. Hopefully this is the last one. Oh no, roaches. There's roaches in my main. Thankfully they can't shoot up, so I guess I'll just lift my buildings. Darth, lift your building. Darth, lift the factory.
No.
That is not the factory, Darth. Oh. Factory Darth.
Factory Darth.
Starport's building something, that's okay. Let it get it out. Lift it. Lift, Darth. Come on. Oh, Darth, no, don't let that one die too.
This one, no, it's constructing. Why? It's just.
It's pretty funny. I'm like hearing all this. It's like, I'm like you guys just winning the game for me already because like it's coming to live stream.
The only building that is alive is like the floating ones that could have survived. Is this orbital command is not hanging in the bottom right. No additional buildings have been built yet, and the Ravens are just going. You know what? We're the only thing that Terran needs. He doesn't need buildings. He just needs one so that he doesn't get kicked out of the game.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna build more fake, well, not fake. I'm gonna build time-free buildings that can shoot other buildings.
Buildings that shoot other building.
Right?
You know you won the game.
This is excellent building micro.
Right.
More turrets going down. Right. Yeah, this is the WCS overlay. We would actually be using the old game hard interface if we could, but somebody asking in chat about that. It actually doesn't work. It like glitches out with the current game hard mod.
Right. I miss the old one. Just saying. This one's great. I appreciate the effort, but we lost so much information.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's okay. We'll live. These Hydras won't though. They just came out of the base and died immediately.
Oh
man,
focus fire.
this is the way they die there. It's like they're not even getting hit with bullets. They're getting cut in half by bullets. That's a lot of bullets.
That's a lot of bullets. There are bullets everywhere. all over all of the bases.
3 units, man. Ravens,
so I think
swarm hosts of Terran.
Starting to run out of steam. There's not 6 more bases across the map. There may not actually. Nope, he's got 7 more drones. He's fine. All he needs is a drone and a chair. As he's demonstrated through this game, just keep building bases. Maybe at some point, be like, never give up, never surrender. You've lost your tech tree 3 times.
A drone
Maybe
and a chair.
Maybe Darth will just give up.
That's also possible. But Darth is a very tenacious
boredom.
guy. He's if you get him laughing, he will not stop. Much the same way, if he's aiming to murder you in a StarCraft game, I guess he doesn't give up. Never give up.
Unless he needs to go
Never
to,
surrender.
for example,
Oh,
for example, he needs to go to a family outing or something.
Yep. Now the problem with this is he actually, if this thing burned down, and if he doesn't build another, oh, he is. Never mind. Darth's fine. Darth's fine.
Yeah. Oh.
He could lose that command center. He's just giving his opponent false hope. Oh,
Also,
and he's
It was
discovered.
looking really, really
No,
intense.
he's
up until
discovered.
the point
He's
he-
discovered the other drones. Oh, one of them dies. I can build 4 more chairs now. running out of chairs.
Running out of chairs because the drones become the chairs.
Ah!
No.
That's right, he's not Protoss. He can't just have one probe. That probe can keep building next eye all day. Those drones can't do that. They don't work that way.
Dropping auto turrets for each drone.
The funny thing is, Clay's actually got quite a bit of minerals.
Yeah, he's got...
Yes, he built them.
He's got like 10
really
base.
nice. So that's like that's 32.
Point defense drones with that much energy, they just nothing dies. Nothing dies at all.
Oh, he's starting to lose some ravens.
Oh dude.
Oh no, he's not. Those are
Nope.
the hydras under the ravens.
Last time I checked the units lost tab, there were 14 ravens lost. It's gone up to 23. That was like 30 minutes ago.
And the auto turrets have spread to the hatchery. All of the drones that try to build have died.
40 roaches lost, 28 swarm hosts lost, 4 infestors, 41 hydras, and 231 workers lost by the Zerg at escape. And that finally does it. Darth is still just sort of wandering. His units are still wandering around. It says he left the game, but it's still going. I guess clahey was still here. What?
Dude.
Interesting. Surprise victory there.
That's
He just